Hey y'all, it's me once again, and okay, I gotta be real with you all. This month of new releases was kinda slow for me, partially because I spent the first half of April focusing on my subscriber special. Go watch it now if you haven't. But even besides that, I'm compelled to conclude that this was just a dry month in general, so I'm keeping this one short. Hope y'all will understand. Anyway, enough introing, time to power through my personal selection of notable tracks and singles from April 2023. Whoa, now here's a name I haven't heard in a hot second. In case you aren't aware, Be Your Own Pet gained initial prominence by rising among the dozens of garage rock revival bands during the 2000s. They broke up in 2008, but a surprise reunion last year has now led to their first single release in a decade and a half. And, well, there's definitely a notable difference in sound here. In contrast to their wild, manic energy from which they made a name for themselves, this production is much more polished, the sound all that more neat and controlled. I can definitely see how this new vibe might be a downside for some, but honestly, I really dig it. The rebellion has not left the mix. In fact, it might even be stronger, demonstrating a cool transposition to 2020's era anxieties. It's undeniably fierce and catchy, immediately stuck in my head from its very first seconds, and hell, I'll always love a good-natured throwback to the largely missed sounds of the aughts. Nothing here is as fresh and radical as their older material, true, but for a 20-year-old band, this is still pretty damn cool, and I think that's all I could ever really ask from them. Indigo De Souza is a smaller artist whose output I've been quietly following for the past couple of years. It's hard to say what exactly about her work makes her stand out to me, but I think it's a simple combination of her sharp, upfront vocal performance with aching personal lyricism that dwells into some pretty dark territory from time to time. And I've been really enjoying this lead up to her upcoming record. Her latest single, You Can Be Mean, is short and understated, but with all the qualities of her work, I certainly dig. It focuses on her emotional state and the aftermath of an abusive relationship. Though removed from this other person, she still feels a deep, lingering pain and resentment. But I specifically appreciate how it covers an oft-ignored result of these traumas, namely the sympathy one holds toward their abuser. They know that they're the ones who have been hurt here, yet just can't shake the heavy burden of responsibility they feel to have potentially fixed their situation, an unquestionable consequence of the emotional abuse inflicted upon them. Yet with its scathing kiss-off to this very person, we also sense a growth and perseverance from this mindset, and that's just cool to see. And it lays all this down in just a couple verses, with simple guitar runs and little by way of a real hook. It's a short tune, though embellished with tiny pockets of intensity throughout. If nothing else, this sure has me excited for what his upcoming album has to offer, so that's neat. God damn, girl does it once again. Now, by how often I've covered Jessie Ware at this point, I'm rubbing dangerously close to stan territory, but like, when the bops keep coming, could you really blame me? With this latest run of singles, I really sense that Ware is aiming for a wholly different kind of record than What's Your Pleasure. That album was a smooth, seductive party record, whereas this next one feels more on the breezier side of the pond, emphasizing personal independence overall. And that's certainly heard with Begin Again, which is less involved in getting bodies on the dance floor than, say, Free Yourself, and instead centers on those deepest, most genuine feelings of liberation, getting caught in a routine day after day and yearning for the opportunity for fresh new beginnings, perhaps a reset into a life more exciting than this. But don't get me wrong, it accomplishes it all through a killer dance pop groove, with piano and horns escalating this atmosphere of lush, warm decadence. It's a bit of a slow burn, but once that smolder gets going, it's so infectious, and I never want it to stop. This might be my absolute favorite of the tracks I've heard from her this season, and goddamn, this album's gonna be pure fire. I just know it.
Shame how now I'm the one that far away. The kiss you never tasted. Tell me that you hate it.
And speaking of absolute dance floor monarchs, I've said this before, but man, I am so glad that in the time since my first subscriber special, Muna have been finally getting their flowers from damn near everyone I know. They deserve it. And yeah, how shocking, this new song of theirs is really good. It's fresh and bouncy, deviating away from their standard synth pop / pop rock fare into something on the funkier side of things. These beats are just so clean and addicting, rising to an assertive strut at the chorus with some very fun bass licks. It takes the popular heartbreaky phrase of its title title and at its chorus, twists it on its head. No, honey, I'm the one that got away. You screwed up by not treating me as well as I deserved, and now that I'm gone from your life, well, that just sucks for you, don't it? Brilliant. It's a track that simply radiates confidence, and this personality bleeds into its sound to create a nice and sassy little dance cut. And okay, the hooks here might not be quite as immediately strong as our best material, but it's still got that Muna energy we all know and love, and that's just fantastic. And with that, I think I'm gonna end it here. Hey, I gave y'all a 2-hour video. I think I'm allowed to make this one shorter than normal. Anyway, as always, please leave a comment letting me know what you think of these songs, or anything else you've heard and enjoyed in April. Take care, don't ask me about the Metallica album, and I'll see you next time.
If you